Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the Amazon Prime 2022 horror film, suspense horror film, My Best Friend's Exorcism. So, this is an hour and a half long. It's based on some quirky novels, books. I think that's what the little blurb at the end said. The costuming is gorgeous. It takes place in 1988. The set design is gorgeous. The high school that they went to, so cool. Layout-wise, architecture-wise. The score, the music throughout, the soundtrack, it was incredible by itself, but the synth score and the nostalgia feeling you get just by listening to it, gorgeous. The story, it's okay. The acting, horrendous. So it's just such an unfortunate circumstance because this could have been really cool. But when you have robotic people so monotone acting out very important scenes and they're just like this, it's just boring. It's boring and it's not believable, and you don't get invested in these 16-year-old kids dealing with this friend's exorcism, and it's boring. The other problem I had is that there's like 4 funny scenes in the entire film, if that, but it's like awkward funny, like to fill a void. And so when you watch the trailer, it's like it's a horror comedy, and you're like, yeah, horror comedy, cool. And then you watch it and you're like, no, this is a horror film in a suspense manner. There's like maybe a couple jumpy things here and there in that horror aspect, and then the horror aspect of like the demon actually coming out and facing him. And the way that's defeated is the girl takes a 180 proof bottle of vodka and a lighter and goes and spits out the vodka, and the flame just incinerates the demon back to hell where it came from. It's just, why? I mean, I feel like if it was done better, it would have been better. And if it was an actual comedy, I think I would have actually laughed at that part, because it's hysterical that's how a demon actually gets back to hell. But when you have this dramatic kind of build up to it, and then he dies from spitting fire at him, it wasn't funny. It wasn't even yay. It was just, why? Like, we got this build up for a weird thing, but it wasn't funny, and it was just an awkward film. There was a lot of awkward characters. There was a lot of awkward conversations in this hour and a half film, and it was just like, I kept doing that a lot because it was just so slow and aggravating, and we couldn't get to the point fast enough. Set design, costuming, the score, gorgeous. The actors that they cast for this, I don't understand why they were cast for this, because it was just not believable. It wasn't believable. I didn't feel for these characters. I didn't have that angst of like, oh, this poor person. I didn't have that. It was just awkward. I don't know, man. We can't win them all. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.